Okay, I'm going to make a work pair of pants, and I took an old pair of jeans, and you can see I've got marks. Took the old pair of jeans, I'm going to lay them on top of this. I got a second piece for the knees, and I'm going to glue these down. I'm not going to sew them. And this is what I use to glue stuff down. I use this on patches on my motorcycle jackets, and it works great. It says right here, permanent bond, washer dryer safe, flexible, and that's the stuff you need. Now I got a second pair, and they're lined up right there. I'm going to take these outside and wait to put a board on them. After I glue them up and put them in place, I'll put a piece of parchment paper on them and a board and 2 bricks on there, and I'll do videos of that. Got the parchment paper there, I got them laid out, and I'm going to take them outside because this stuff stinks incredibly bad. So I'm going to take it outside, not stink up the house. So let me glue up one, go put it on, and then I'll do the knee. That video's coming up. Okay, I laid that up on that table, and I glued it like I'm going to do that one. That's the knee piece that's going to go on top of that one. And I may have put that upside down. Don't matter. I put little marks. You can see with markers on where to place it. You can see right there. And I'm out here on the back porch on the concrete, and I cannot emphasize on how much this stuff stinks. Holy smokes. And I used about that much up. I'll use the rest of it up on this one, so that means I got to get 2 more containers of them. I get it at Hobby Lobby. You can get it at Walmart, but this is the big one. And but I'm laying this stuff down heavy. Now I went through and kind of rubbed it down to, embed it. You want to embed it in there, that way it stays. But, yeah, let me glue this one up. I'm going to get it put down. I'll do another video up. Okay, a little bit hard to see, but I put the second knee patch area over that. Took what I had left, so it took 1 big tube to do one side, so it's going to take 2 to do 2 sides of this. And this is just a pair of work pants. I tear pants up like crazy out here working on stuff, and you can see that's 1 big tube is gone. And I keep a cloth around to get that crap off my fingers. Okay, let me work on that second one and get a video on that. Okay, I cannot emphasize on how horrible this stuff smells. That's why I do it outside. And I did flip that that one big long patch the wrong way, but it's okay. This is not for style, this is for wear. I laid parchment paper down. I put a board. This is off an old waterbed, and it's a nice straight board, 1 inch by 12 by a couple feet, 4 feet. 1, 2, 3. That'd be 4.5 or so. But anyhow, I lay it on there, and I put that weight on there to squish it down. Here outside, it's in between 40s and 50s, so I'm not going to do this inside, freezing my butt off doing this as it is now. But I got the other patch. I turned it the right way this time. I'll glue it up, put it down, and then get that knee patch, glue it down, get my parchment paper, board, and that. I'll do 1 pair of pants at a time. Now this is my second bottle. I thought I could do 1 pair of pants with 1 bottle, Heck, I'm doing one leg. But I want this stuff to stay. It works really good for putting patches on stuff. And it says it'll make us flexible and durable. So that's what I'm after. So anyhow, let me get busy and start working on this again. Okay, this patch is on this side, and I pat it down. I cannot emphasize on how bad this stuff smells. See how I just pat that down? I embed this. This will embed into both the fibers. I got this one right because the corners are cut right and better, and I had the marks on the outside. So I'll live with the other one. These are work pants, so I don't care. And I'm going to lay the knees on, and I'll do up that on there, leave them out a couple days, and then I'll get the other pair. Holy smokes, this stinks. Okay. I've got this other side completed. It took 2 bottles, one on that side, one on that side. But that is a huge amount of cloth that I'm putting down and a lot of glue I'm putting in that area. So that means I'll have to get 2 more when I do the other pair. I'm going to get me a couple pair of pants for, working around the yard here. There's gardens, there's tons of go-karts and mini bikes, there's all sorts of crap I work on. And the ZTR is parked in the back, the mower, so, I need good pants that won't fall apart, and I haven't found none yet, so I'll make some, and I'll show you guys how to make it, and that's what I'm doing right here. Again, the board is a 1-inch thick by 12-inch wide by 4.5 foot long. These are just regular old bricks. It's used to put weight down, to put all that down. Now I had to kind of jump ahead. If you look at my fingers, look at that. I got glue on it. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get the glue off. And then I ended up getting glue all over my camera, so I had to stop, clean stuff up. But this is under the porch right here, so it's starting to rain outside, so it's not inside. And I cannot emphasize on how horrible this stuff smells. Anyhow, that's why I'm doing this outside. I emphasize you to do this one outside. Now the E6000 guys have got a glue that is low odor, but it's dang near double the price. I'll stick with the old stuff. I've had pretty good luck with it. I'll let these go a couple days, and I'll buy me a couple more bottles to do the second set of pants. And I already have like I said, I used an old pair of jeans to cut the big pieces of cloth out. And forgot what I was going to say. But anyhow, this is what I'm just doing to show you guys. I'll let these sit out here a couple days, and then when I get done with them, pulling that off and getting the other ones set up, I'm going to put these in the dryer and let them tumble and get kind of that, get them to where they can move a little bit easier and not be so rigid. Like a new pair of pants, you want to run them through the dryer to loosen them up, break down the fibers and stuff. But anyhow, this is where I'm at, so I wanted to show you guys. And this is a good system. Worked out, like I said, for putting patches on my jackets. I use them wood clamps and a couple pieces of wood, and I use that parchment paper or wax paper to make sure the products doesn't stick to it if any glue gets out. So anyhow, this is a good video. Anyhow, hope you guys like it. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on my next video.